All right, Prez, I got to go back to 2021.
Uh-oh.
The Browns game where we won it without Boswell in the second half. He got knocked out right before halftime.
Oh god.
Okay. I gotta know what was going on behind the scenes here.
Yes.
Because we didn't kick any field goals or any extra points. How confident were you in yourself that you would have been able to make it? But what do you know of why we didn't? Was it because Ben would have been the holder? We didn't want to risk hitting his hand or something?
No, I would have. I definitely wouldn't have broken any of Ben's fingers, but I don't know where that ball was gonna go.
Okay.
And like, I'll be real.
You're being straight up
for a second. I'll be real for a second.
Like
the biggest thing about that game when that happened, immediately I got told, "Do not worry about kicking at all."
You did the kickoff though, right?
So
right?
kickoff was like the only thing I worried about, but like field goals and stuff, I was told I was out right off rip because like that you don't want to make anything bad worse, and I think that was like the biggest reason why we didn't. You know, I was fully. I mean, we definitely had one on like the 2-yard line when Pat had that touchdown.
Yeah, it was on 4th down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on the sideline talking to Cam Sutton because, I mean, honestly, Cam's a damn good holder, too. I was like, look, Cam, we're going to do this thing if they look at us, all right? Because I can definitely make that. Like, I'm not incapable at all. I got a better shot than anybody else, most likely. But, you know, I don't have on a professional level either. So I was, you know, my last field goal attempt from that point was my senior year of high school, and that was my only one.
Oh, wow.
So you know, I didn't have much muscle memory to go off of that.
Now,
but,
wait a minute.
You know, I kicked off.
Hey, Press, I'm sure somebody out here that's saying, punting and kicking. You're kicking the ball. It can't be that different, right?
All right.
Just talk about it for him real quick. Can you give him that real quick? Because I know if somebody's listening saying, bro, if you could punt, why can't you kick?
Look. It is not the same thing. If it was the same thing, it would have the same name. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, you can't say, well, you kicking both of the balls. Well, yeah, but there's one that is much different than the other.
Inside linebacker versus outside linebacker. They both linebackers,
like
but they
everybody's
are
rules and principles and fundamentals are different.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's different because as a punter, the ball's in my hand. It's never on the ground. If the ball's on the ground, it's not a good time.
Ooh.
So, you know, if the ball never hits the ground when I have a ball in my hand. So, you know, as a kicker, the ball is stationary on the ground. So sometimes also what people don't realize too is with that, you also have room for error. So the margin of error on a punt is way more than the margin of error on a kick, only because it's in the air. It has to fly through the air twice. The kick has to fly through the air once. So like it's all different. You hit the different spot on your foot. You know, your knees and everything are a different way. You know, Boz is leaned off when he's hitting a field goal, but I'm standing straight up and crunched over trying to explode up through a football. So, you know, way, way different. And sometimes you have kickers that do both kick and punt. Sometimes you got punters that can punt and kick off. Sometimes you got punters that just punt and hold like me. So, you know, sometimes it just depends. And, you know, that was one thing that we got into a situation real fast. And, you know, I didn't have much muscle memory to kick on for a kickoff. I haven't hit a kickoff at that point since like high school or a little bit in college. But, you know, I never did it and never got coaching for it because I wasn't good at it. And, you know, that was just one thing. Sometimes as a punter, you know, you don't have that in your bag, but you never also think about the fact that your kicker's not going to be in the game. And in a college sense, you be fine. You got like two, three different kickers that dress.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't like the fake call. We should have just taken the 3.
You ain't like the fake?
I didn't like that.
With the
balls in harm's way.
That's why honestly I love the NFL. Like I didn't really grow up watching NFL ball. I watched college. But the one thing I love about the NFL with that 53-man roster, when that run thin,
hey, get real.
There ain't nobody else to call on but what you got.
Seriously.
And that's in any position. So, you know, we put our best foot forward and plan ahead of time before it happens. So, you know, I've been getting my mental reps because I ain't doing no actual kicking off until I got to. But, you know, I definitely did, you know, learn my steps a little bit more. And I'm like, all right, let me figure this out. Or at least a little bit so I can get the ball down the field instead of kicking it out of bounds like I did the first time. But, hey, the second one was the kick inside the 20.
There it is. Perspective.